In love, welcome to another River Talk. Today is the Memorial Day for soldiers, and I want to talk about how there's a sentence in Barbara Streisand's song, The Way We Were. Memories may be beautiful, and yet what's too painful to remember, we simply choose to forget. You open the newspaper, you see all these loving brothers and parents, and you wonder, oh my God, where is my family? You see this perfection. And it's really sad. On the one hand, yes, there were amazing people who sacrificed their lives for others. There's a story of a guy who just stood in front of a terrorist and he got the bullet. He got the whatever that was intended to murder a lot of people. So there are brave people. They were come from homes where they were taught sacrifice and good values of being kind and thinking of other people, for sure. But also have to remind us all that families doesn't mean always harmony and peace. It doesn't mean struggles occasionally. And it's very difficult, isn't it? We always have struggles, and we're not perfect beings. We are constantly working. So now I'm also working on forgiving myself. I get very angry. I lose my temper. And a lot of times I feel like a lot of shame. And that's where you don't need to feel shame. Don't be ashamed. All your feelings are valid. The problem is not to act upon them. It's okay to yell, to scream, to think, to write, but not to act like I saw on the way here. I saw two guys basically having a go at each other. If I wouldn't have said something, they would have had like a fist fight because of a car accident. So it's okay to have every feeling on earth, but not to act upon it. As it is in the Middle East, there are a lot of angry people. It would be so much better if people could talk to each other, sit down together and agree to stop this violent conflicts that cost dear lives. And we don't want that, do we? So on this Memorial Day, I just wish that people will make a big step forward into creating a more harmonious life where we realize that life is so precious. It is such a precious thing. You know, when we look at this river, you know, why fight? Why get angry? Why murder? It's horrible. So I just hope that here in the Middle East and elsewhere, people can really truly learn to appreciate the value of life. And here religion does have a role. People say, oh, religions cause war. No, it's the use of religion that causes wars. Religions don't speak about killing. At least I don't think they do. When you read all the holy scriptures of every religion on this earth, except maybe satanic ones, I don't know, they are all preaching for loving the other person and treating the other person like you want to be treated yourself. So I don't know where people get the idea that religions cause wars. Religions do not cause wars. It's the use of religions that causes wars. And actually religion teaches people the value of life, how precious life is, what a gift life is, and how small and minute we are facing the infinite forces of the universe. We're just here for like a second. If you look at the time, we are here for a speck of a second, and what we leave behind can be meaningful or meaningless, which is why yesterday I attended this workshop and I heard just one person say, I want a meaningful job. Well, I just wanted to scream and say, people, there's tons of meaningful work to be done. But the problem is people don't realize that when you give, you receive. When you give, you receive. This hand that gives receives so much more when you are in the giving mode. And the ones who take, they are not receiving anything, in fact, because they're left feeling very unhappy. Because no matter how much they take, it's never going to be enough. And that goes for everything. No matter how much damage or violence there is, it's never enough, because people get used to being violent. But people can also be used to being peaceful. And I'm working on myself as well. I have a very fiery temper. I'll admit it. I'll be the first to admit it. But I'm not ashamed anymore. It's part of who I am. But the beauty of life is to work on yourself, to do yoga, to balance your energy centers, and to acknowledge that you do have a fiery temper. And anger is like a fire. When you hold fire in your hand, you are going to get burned, you know? So when you're angry, you're gonna cause yourself damage eventually. So don't be feeling shame if you're not a perfect person and you don't have a perfect family, and actually have a dysfunctional family where nobody talks to each other, nobody appreciates each other, and you think, oh my God, is this what I have been given? Why other people have beautiful lives? You watch movies on TV or in the cinema, especially from America, and you say, oh my God, everybody has a better life than me. In all those Hollywood movies, there's always a happy end. Everything comes together. The drug addict stops using drugs. The alcoholic stops drinking. The person who's abusive stops being abusive. Everybody comes together in harmony and peace. But you know what? In life, it's not always like that. Sometimes we have to let people go. Sometimes we can't not have the family we wish, the siblings we want. We can try to give our children what we didn't have. We can try to create a family where people respect each other and treat each other well. But that's up to the parents. If you see siblings fighting, it's the parents' fault. It's the way they raise their children without any other values than money, 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 take, take, take. But you know what? At the end, it's only fake. Take is fake. And give, when you give, you forgive yourself, you forgive others. When you give, you receive. So, peace, light, and love. I wish everybody a meaningful life. I do not like Independence Day because it's too loud, but I do like the airplane show that's going to be. I will try to film it on my iPhone. Not iPhone, sorry, this horrible phone. But it's really beautiful every Independence Day, the pilots. And today I'm going to try to get to the cemetery because my parents died before and after the Memorial Day. So for me, it's a good day to come to the cemetery. My father had a cousin who was a pilot, and he was killed in a training exercise. So many soldiers die during training exercises from friendly fire, from other things. It doesn't really matter why, what causes your death. Death is death, and it's all tragic because they're there to protect us, and then they end up dying at a very young age. He died at 19. I had a friend also killed from grenade, and it's time to remember that people that die so young, they leave us something. They leave us a legacy of appreciating every single moment in life. And you know what? You're not going to appreciate it in an office. You're not going to appreciate it in the concrete. Yesterday I was in this horrible area where I had to go, full of, garage after another. People were so rude also and so nasty because they're always with metal and cars. And I tell people now, go to nature, whatever nature you can grab. Even in this very, very congested city, there are places of nature. Go, run, exercise, feel your body, take your animals out, go out, spend time, take the time to exercise, look to the sky, look at trees and flowers, even there's like very few. Appreciate this wonderful nature we have. I miss very much having an amazing nature, but I realize that there's nature everywhere. So let's appreciate what we have. And let us not look at the bad. Let us look at the good. Let's look at what we have in life. Let's appreciate what we have. Peace, light, and love.